Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be having power yoga that is very beginner and intermediate level friendly, and we're going to start off with child's pose. You want to get comfortable in child's pose, allowing yourself to just lengthen out, bringing your forehead to the mat as you inhale and exhale. Remember to relax your shoulders and lengthen out your hands. As you inhale, your head is lifted up. Exhale, you're dropping down into the mat. Inhale, head up, and exhale down. Now guys, child's pose just slowly prepares us for the journey ahead. So it's very important that you make your intentions for your practice. Now we're going to go straight to downward facing dog. And in downward facing dog, we want to find our balance and just adjust ourselves as needed. We want to really get comfortable and stretch as much as we need. Lengthening out and pulling our shoulders from our wrists and also lengthening out around the legs because it stretches the whole body. So just go ahead and lengthen out the right hand side to the left hand side, rocking in and rocking out as much as needed. This is a very beginner's friendly practice, and so we're going to take it easy. We're going to be having long breaks in downward dog. So take small little walks into your hands, close down and walk back to downward facing dog. Guys, you can do that as much as you need, but you don't need so much. So as we take one more breath in and exhale, go straight to three-legged dog on the right. Guys, lengthening out the right foot towards the ceiling and planting that leg in between your arms, coming to warrior one on the right. Warrior one on the right, your right foot is facing 12 o'clock and your left foot is facing 12 o'clock also, but just that your heels are lifted up. Take 3 slow breaths here, sinking your whole body down into the mat, straight back into downward dog. Because this is a beginner-friendly power yoga practice, we are taking out the vinyasa and just going to downward dog. We're going to repeat it on the left-hand side. Three-legged dog on the left, close, planting that leg in between our arms and just sitting in warrior one. Taking 3 slow breaths, inhaling and exhaling, sitting down into the groin more. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. As we said earlier, it's very important for us to take those long breaks in downward facing dog because as a beginner, your journey into this practice is going to really be challenging as you're not so used to the stretches around your joint. So guys, we're going to go back again to three-legged dog on the right, planting that leg in between our arms and coming into warrior two. In warrior two, your right foot is facing 12 o'clock, your left foot is facing 9 o'clock. Sitting there, take 3 slow breaths, and we're going to go back to downward facing dog. Lengthen yourself as needed. 1 breath in, and as you exhale, three-legged dog on the left, as much as you can take. Plant that left leg in between your arms and sit into it, warrior two. Warrior two, your left foot is facing 12 o'clock and your right foot is facing 3 o'clock. Sit into it, taking 3 breaths and sitting into the groin. 1 more breath in and downward facing dog. Pull your shoulders away from your wrist, stretch as much as you need and just allow yourself to be here, planting that leg and pushing in and taking all the adjustments that you need to. If downward dog is too much for you, you can drop your elbows down in dolphin. Let's take another deep breath in, three-legged dog on the right. Plant that right leg in between your arms and come into reverse warrior. Reverse warrior, your right hand is lifted up and your left hand is behind your left knee. Lengthen out and stretch, taking 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale and downward facing dog. So guys, just lengthen out and be here. Allow yourself to be here. Take those long breaks in downward dog. And we're going to go back to three-legged dog on the left. Lengthen out as much as you need. And we're going to take reverse warrior on the left-hand side. Now guys, you're going to lengthen out the left hand up towards the ceiling and you're pressing the right hand against your right knee. Lengthen out, stretching your lats and taking 3 slow breaths here. After that, we're going to go straight to downward facing dog. Good job. You are doing good. Now your body is beginning to burn. You're feeling all the energy and you're feeling all the stretches. So guys, we're going to take another 5 breaths here, catching our breath and just allowing ourselves to be here before we go to the next flow of practice. And it's important for you to just lengthen out in three-legged dog, stretch as much as you need. Lengthen out, and we're going to plant that right leg in between our arms, Place our right hand on top of the right knee. Lengthen out the left one. Inhaling up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take that hand over to the side. Inhale, release that left hand, and exhale, sit in it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. So guys, that side angle variation is very good for working the glutes, working the legs, and working the lat. 3-legged dog on the left. We're going to proceed over to the other side. Lengthen as much as you need. And then plant that leg in between the arms and come into this side angle variation. Lifting up the right hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale over towards your head. Inhale, release the left one, and exhale, sink down in, holding for 3, 2, 1, and we're going to slowly come back to downward facing dog. Well done, guys. You're doing so good. Guys, we're done with the general flows, and now we're going to see how much we're going to lengthen out here and take 3-legged dog again on the right hand side, flipping the dog and lengthen out in wild thin. In wild thin, you want to lengthen out and stretch those your shoulders. Inhale, and as you exhale, you come to side plank on the other side. Lift up, stacking the leg over on top of the other one, and just staying there for as much as you need. One more breath in and downward facing dog. Good job, guys. You're doing so well. Don't give up. You have to push through. Let's go over to left 3-legged dog on the left. Flip your dog. Lengthen out again on this other side. Lengthen out here in wild thin as much as you need. Lengthen out, and lengthen out. And guys, right now we are going to go to side plank on the left hand side. Lengthen out, left hand lifted up, and we're going to stay here for as much as you can, but at least hold up to 5 seconds, and inhaling and exhaling as much as you need to. Now guys, we're going to go back to downward facing dog, lowering our body weight in upward facing dog all the way. Go down as low as you can go and just find that center where you can catch your breath. Hands is beside you, and we're going to lift up in upward facing dog now, taking it as slow as much as possible. Exhale, we're going down. Inhale, we're going to lift up, pulling the pelvic floor and lifting up the back. We're going to do one more now. Inhale, lift up in locust pose, lengthening out. Exhale, you're dropping. Inhale, you're going to lift up in locust. Exhale, you're going to drop. Now guys, we're going to adjust ourselves as needed on a mat and lift up, holding it and exhaling down. Guys, you're going to come down here, catch your breath, relax your shoulders, relax your toes, and we're going to go into this floor bowl variation. If you can't grab both legs, you can try and grab one at a time. Lift up in floor bowl, soles of your feet facing the ceiling. Take 5 breaths as much as you need to, up to 3 to 5 breaths. Take a break, and we're going to go to this switch twist variation, taking our right leg over to the left hand side and twisting in that direction. Once you lengthen out, sink your whole body down and look towards the back, stretching that leg and coming back straight to center. Inhale, take the other leg all the way over to the other side by planting your hands beside your chest and lengthen out. Once your legs lengthen out, you look towards the back and you twist. Twist as much as you need and slowly come back to center. Take a deep breath in, plant your hands beside your chest again, upward dog, inhaling, and exhale, you're bowing all the way down. Catch your breath here as needed. We're going to go all the way over, turning over to the other side and just getting ready to really slow down our practice here. And guys, we're going to come into this bridge variation where we are grabbing both, where we are tucking our hands underneath our glutes and lifting up. Inhale, squeeze your pelvic floor, your glutes and your thighs, and just squeeze as much as you can go for, let's say, 5 to 10 seconds. Squeezing, and then taking a break. Guys, we're going to squeeze up again. You can do this for 3 to 4 times as much as you need. And guys, we're just going to settle down into the mat and grab all the way to our ankles and squeeze in this variation of the bridge pose, which is also very intense on your glutes and your core. Squeeze all the way as much as you can hold and then slowly drop into the mat. Now guys, we're going to lengthen out here, pulling our knees to our chest and just flexing and pointing our toes as much as we need. Just get settled into the mat, and we're going to proceed into massaging the back of our hamstrings, because the downward dog we did was a bit intense around here. Now we're going to lift up in wheel pose. Depending on your level, you can stop at bridge pose, but if you want, you can lift up in wheel pose and just lengthen out and be here. You can take 3 to 4 breaths here and then slowly descend down to the mat. Remember, beginners, your head first, then shoulders follow, then your waist and your legs. Now guys, we're going to support our lower back and come into this variation of shoulder stand, where we're walking our legs and our legs all the way over our face and coming into this plow pose variation. You want to massage your lower back, you want to relax into it, and you want to play a little with it. So guys, catch your breath. We're going to come into this fish pose variation. Clicking all the way down to your shoulders and tucking your hands underneath your glutes. You want to just stay here, sinking your whole body down and lengthening as much as you need, sinking down and just trying to slow yourself down. Power yoga for beginners can be very challenging, so fish pose just has a way of stretching your lower back and stretching those other sides that you wouldn't have reached in your practice. Now guys, we're going to go to this happy baby variation, grabbing the soles of the feet and pulling the legs apart. Rock side to side like a baby who has no worries and a baby who is really enjoyed and had a good time in their practice. Rock as much as you can, putting some life and some energy into it. Then if you can, beginners, grab onto your hamstring and lengthen out in that wide leg variation of extended happy baby. We're going to do that one more time, lengthening, and then slowly we're going to come to butterfly, recline butterfly, also known as Supta Baddha Konasana. Sink your whole body down into Supta Baddha Konasana as we get ready to finish up in Shavasana. So guys, you want to place your left hand on your belly button and right hand on your chest. Just sink down into the mat, slow yourself down. Good job. You did a very good job, and I'm glad you stayed to the end of this practice. So lowering and slowing yourself down is part of the reward of practice. So well done. Allow yourself to just be here. You can give yourself a little massage around the inner thighs and just lengthen out as much as you need. But if you don't need to do this, you can actually just stay in reclined butterfly. Guys, now we're going to sink our whole body down, lower our shoulders, lower our legs, and just come into Shavasana. In Shavasana, it's like a sleeping or dead man's pose where we do not have no worries. So focus on relaxing your facial muscles, relax your shoulders, relax your ankles, relax your stomach. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth as slowly as you can. Relax here, and let me tell you guys, this Shavasana is as important as the poses you did while you started our power yoga practice. It's a reminder that our body needs to rest, our body needs a break, and our body just needs time for itself. So take your time as long as you want to stay in Shavasana. Sink down here, allow the air to flow through as you inhale and exhale, sinking down and taking it one moment at a time. We're going to slow down and finish up in these breathing exercises and some twists and some turns that just allows you to really relax and just get more out of your practice. So we're going to inhale and exhale slowly. Take another deep breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Okay, guys, we're just going to slowly be here, inhaling and exhaling. You're going to do that one more time, planting your hands in front of you, and just take those prayers and affirmation that you usually will talk to yourself about. You are loved, you are needed, you are important. And now, guys, we're going to go for this side stretch, okay? Placing your left hand over on top of your right knee, stretch the left hand and do the same all the way, twisting towards the back in this twist variation. Do the same for the other side, twist and lengthen out those lats as you get ready to finish our practice. Well done. You did it. You finished. You started and now you're finishing. Hope you enjoyed this practice. Namaste.